Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here today. It is the 20th of September 2024. Little quick request for a favour, if you don't mind, and that's if I could ask you to please subscribe to the channel. That'd be a big help if you would, so please do. Released today is Michael Schenker and My Years with UFO. As you can see from the cover there, 50th anniversary celebration. And we all know, don't we? We all know that Michael Schenker is undoubtedly, without question, one of the premier rock guitarists of the past half century or thereabouts. We all know as well, don't we, that he was snagged by UFO from Scorpions when he was still a teenager. Schenker then rose to prominence with UFO, as indeed UFO did as a band, helped not inconsiderably by Schenker's remarkable fretwork on that classic run of 1970s UFO albums, Phenomenon, Force It, No Heavy Petting, Lights Out, Obsession, and the all-time classic live album Strangers in the Night. Schenker left UFO before Strangers in the Night was released, with, as the saying goes, recollections may vary about the circumstances of that departure. He did rejoin UFO some years later for 3 albums, Walk on Water, Covenant and Sharks. And even though he had much success with his own Michael Schenker band in various guises and all sorts of albums since, it's still those early UFO albums which he made his name and is arguably most remembered for. And now, in September 24, to mark half a century passing since Phenomenon and all that, Michael's recorded some new versions of 11 classic UFO tracks from those early days, and he's roped in quite an impressive range and number of guests to join him. The 11 songs selected are all, UFO stalwarts. We all know the songs, don't we? So I think I'm reasonably safe in assuming that you're familiar with them, but I'll name them anyway. What we got Natural Thing, Only You Can Rock Me, Doctor Doctor, Mother Mary, This Kid's Love to Love, Lights Out, Rock Bottom, Too Hot to Handle, Let It Roll and Shoot Shoot. Quite a run of songs, that, isn't it? Everyone is still stone cold classic to this day still. Now, as to the guests, there are many, so I won't name them all, or we'll be here until next week, but just to name a few of them, we've got Joey Tempest, Biff Byford, Jolene Turner, Axl Rose, Slash, Roger Glover, John Norum, and that's just naming a few. There are many more. And even though I say this as a long-time UFO and Schenker fan, and acknowledging that Michael can do what Michael wants to do, to my ears, listening to this, it comes over a little bit generally as though there's a lot of going through the motions, I think. It all seems rather sterile and lacks the feeling and the energy of the originals. And to me, it just doesn't sound right without Phil Mogg singing. But so that's just me. That's just me, my own opinion. So just my preference. I'll stick with the original, thanks. And I would feel that My Years with UFO is probably one for Schenker completists. I would also suggest to experience Schenker at his remarkable best, just go out and buy Strangers in the Night, because that is a phenomenal live album and just shows what a player Schenker was back then and indeed still is today. And also, just on a quick UFO related note, Phil Mogg's recent comeback after his illness, Mogg's Motel, was released a few days ago, and that is phenomenal. So check that out as well. But I think we'll leave it there for Schenker's My Years with UFO. Not one for me. So I admire Schenker to bits, but stick with the originals in my opinion. So there we are. We'll leave it there on that one. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because that would be marvellous. And there's hundreds of videos on the channel with all sorts of Nawabum and classic rock and God knows what else. And as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.